Master Quarty 100, there are rumors that Claire is coming back. Is there any truth to this?
Damn right, skank.
Oh no, it's you. Fat cow.
You're the fat one, you cretin.
Me fat? I weigh, like, 5 pounds, you whore.
Your brain is smaller than a pea.
But I'm prettier.
Prettier than a pig, perhaps.
You wish you were a pig's testicle.
You wish you were a giraffe's anus, you slag.
If I'm a slag then you are double slag.
Talk all you want. This job is mine.
Shut up, bitch, I'm reading. What's the difference between boy bands and power metal bands? Boy bands sell their crap to 11-year-old girls, power metal bands sell theirs to 11-year-old boys. It's the same corporate shtick, except with different costumes, and a different profit margin. These 11-year-old boys, and these 11-year-old girls, can simply exchange their swords and teddy bears, because there is essentially no difference between the crap either demographic groups listen to. I dare anyone to flat out lie that they would be able to tell this band apart from any other symphonic metal nonsense that has been released in the past few years. It would take amazing memory skills, and a computer brain to do that. This is such a shameless clone, of many other shameless clones before it, that I won't waste another second on shitting on this band's crappy music. This band performs only Eurovision Song Contest cover songs. Right? No, sorry. This is symphonic folk metal. How silly of me, not to recognize the obvious elements of classical and folk music in this bloody stupid cheese. This male singer perhaps provides the whiniest, most metrosexual, castrated, effeminate set of singing non-testicles on this entire list. When I tell you that this guy sounds like he is the girl when he sings duets with the female singer, then that is amazing. Horrible mainstream ballad pop that has nothing to do with either symphonic metal, or goth metal, abused music labels yet again falsely assigned to a mere pop group. Their decision to sell molten camembert in milk bottles to their young preschool fans, during the gigs, has been controversial, to say the least. These cheese humpers became cheesy on their 2011 release, which stinks to high heaven. Their early albums are without any milky influences. That album isn't as cheesy as 95% of the nonsense on this list, but I'm quite annoyed that a band that used to play proper metal sold out like this, hence the inclusion.
This is their most popular album, not just on Rate Your Mucus, but among most metal fans. I meant, among most cheese lovers. Metal fans, cheese lovers. Not the same thing. Cheese lovers want to be metal fans, while metal fans don't want to be cheese lovers. So, you see, they even have different goals. What a shitty black cover, so dark and with a super cliché boring Black Plague skeleton. It almost looks like a cover of one of those shitty, low-fi, made in the sewer, true cult black metal albums. Pretty ironic, since true cult black metal is, usually, the polar opposite of cheese metal. On the other hand, there is one trait which true cult black metal, and cheese metal, share. Both, suck. This review was scribbled up in 2015, and the album was given just one measly fucking star, by Quarty 100, your metal guru, and former resident genius of the infamous, hipster, site, Rate Your Mucus. Robbie, the mouse, has found his cheese. Smashing through the boundaries. Cheesiness has found me. Cannot stop the milk, Ness. Yes, that inferior cover of Metallica's classic song Battery, is indeed the minor highlight, of this vastly overrated album, voted Album of the Decade, by British Metal Hamster. Indeedy, cheesiness had found Robbie Flynn, or he'd found cheesiness. Either way, he decided to embrace it, have sex with it, stick his pierced tongue into its many holes, etc. Whichever manner of sexual perversion he had chosen to engage in, with the cheese, fact is that, the Slackening, or the album before it, was the one when Cheese Robbing Rob decided to sell out to the rising influence of generic shitty pop in the gradually decaying metal scene. What ruins this album most are these ugly, pathetic, metal whore boy band sounding melodic vocals parts, which are so very new metal, and in the worst way. To make things worse than worst, Rob isn't much of a singer. He sort of wails, like a lovesick Bertensey Bell, which is no way intended as a compliment, trust me. But even the best voice in the world would not make these cheese bombs sound any better, mind you. So, yes, I get it. I understand the album's popularity now. It's the perfect mix of Slayer and One Direction, hence the wide appeal this album and this band have had since. Add to this very calculated corporate mix the epic, lengthy songs, and every fan of 10-minute tracks should start drooling all over their cheese-stained black shirts. Long equals epic. Come on, everybody knows this to be true. Never mind the rubbish tunes, it's the length that really counts. I mean, if there are so many long tracks, the albums must be epic, right? It must be great. Wrong. It's rubbish. A collection of dull, occasionally interesting riffs, combined with appalling vocal melodies. What really annoys me though is whenever Rob does come up with a good riff, he plays it just once, instead of building the song around it, which shows what an immature and incompetent arranger he is. Kind of the way Quitty 100 is incompetent at distinguishing between the words, sing, and song. What a dumb, bloody, misspelling. Just as I need to learn to spell the word song, Robbie first needs to learn to distinguish good riffs from mediocre ones, before he can even begin to construct those bloody epic tracks, which are all the rage among younger metal fans. The bigger, the better. Typical American nonsense. Bin, this. Classic album, my ass. Unpublished by Moron.
QWERTY 100, my lord. What is this? Why did you hire that slag to read that shitty review? Am I not good enough anymore? Don't I unzip your pants whenever you ask for it? Don't I read my texts with perfection? It took me 11 years to learn to read this well. And now this. A public humiliation. As many as 5 people will see this clip and see how you replaced me with that Claire. I hate even saying her name. My name is so much better. Belinda. Rolls over the tongue. Especially, my tongue. But I guess you now prefer her tongue, huh? In both ways. Please, let me read another one. Oh great QWERTY 100. Oh Mark Twain, of metal journalism. Before that bitch Claire comes back. A very original singer, by power metal standards. He only sounds like 5,000 other happy metal vocalists. That's a fairly low number. Speaking of numbers. Is there anyone in Finland not playing in a metal band? There, my master. That wasn't so bad? What if you fired that smelly skank again, and rehired me instead? Oh, no. The bitch is back. She is so ugly.
Quite
I'm
enough,
gonna fuck off
you
now.
ditzy idiot. I'm back. And I am here to stay. It's my turn to read. You have ruined enough of Master Quitty's texts. Bugger off. Or as you Americans would say, fuck off. It is I who pees on this grass now.
Oh,
this is
fuck
my
you,
territory
pompous
now,
cow.
you dumb bitch.
I am not listening. La, la la la,
Of
la
course
la,
you
la.
are not listening, you
La,
pile of
la
pig
la
shit.
la, la la.
You don't
la.
even speak English, you smelly little fuck. There is no comment yet for this probably quite awful Swedish power metal band, which is, by the way, probably quite awful. It is awful simply because it is awful, and will always be awful. How do I know it's awful? My spidey sense tells me. Besides, the band is labeled as power metal on its Rate Your Mucus page. Power metal is a derogatory label, reserved only for the biggest anti-musical turd piles of generic cheese infestation. Mad Hatter? I'm already a mad hater of this awful shitty band. Do these guys truly think they can impress me by having Nui Malmsteen play a few solos here and there? Nui has always stood for cheesy shit. That's his bread and butter. And his milk. And his cheese. Pity, because without the shitty choruses, and the disgusting and predictable vocals, some of the music isn't half bad. Italy is well known for their large variety of cheese and wine, but not music. Nearly all of their metal bands utilize cheese, and I suspect it might be related to overindulging in pizza. If this is folk, then I'm a flying elephant from a Saturn moon. Or perhaps 17th century Italian music really did sound like One Direction? More Argentinian hooey. These Argentinian and Spanish power metal bands are possibly the worst kind of happy metal on this entire list. I keep saying worst. I can't do that for every band, it makes no sense. They can't all be the worst. It defies logic. However, I guess that must be the true power of power metal, the ability to bend space, time, and logic. All power metal bands are, indeed, the worst power metal bands. These Spaniards must be on some heavy Bolivian mushrooms, because they mix all sorts of styles, but always making sure the cheese is lurking, waiting for the perfect opportunity to punch you in the face. Well, punch. This is a fistful of flowers, more like. They don't always stink. But when they do, it's cheese of the highest miasma. After all, this is a Southern European band. Southern Europe would lose any fictional metal contest against Northern European metal. For some reason, there are far more great metal bands in colder regions than in warmer climates. Master Quitty, 100, would you please tell this dumb bitch to stop yapping during my readings? She is being a total twat. Bitch, you can shut up. Lord Quitty is going to throw your ass out now. Neo-fucking classical power fucking progressive fucking metal. I swear, that's what they call this cheesy pop shit. Okay, I added the F-bombs, but that's understandable. These guys are so shameless that they rip off Manowar album covers. The music is atrocious too. Singing in Finnish can easily distract from the obvious bad pop that this quasi-alternative metal band uses. A great example of how a power metal band sometimes uses the exact same melodies and other clichés as glam metal groups. Repeat after me. Power metal is basically just glam metal without the sex, but with violence and dragons instead. Power metal is basically just glam metal without the sex, but with violence and dragons instead. Power metal is basically just glam metal without the sex, but with violence and dragons instead. This band should just quit the pretense, switch off their baby distortion pedals, and play what they really want, Nickelback cover songs. Take all of what I said about the other bands on this list, and then multiply it by gazillion. And then further insult it, by saying it sounds like J-pop. And still you don't come even close to describing how mad this is. French band. Sorry for my shit pronunciation of French. I ruin many language gags on this list. But I am, after all, just a free internet application. What the bloody hell do you expect from me? But hey. At least I'm not a dumb, LA prostitute, called Belinda. That dumbass can kiss my ass. Her only talent is making sure that Harvey Weinstein is happy. What a dumb, lousy.